Hello everybody, I am Oscar W. Fitchett.
And I'm Gary Bradshaw.
And welcome to our review for the newest Alejandro Gonzales Inarritu film, The Revenant, which stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, Will Poulter and Domhnall Gleeson, and along with Spotlight, this seems to be the favourite to win Best Picture this year. And the plot of The Revenant, according to IMDb, is a frontiersman on a fur-trading expedition in the 1820s fights for survival after being mauled by a bear and left for dead by members of his own hunting team.
My expectations going into this film were quite high. I seen the teaser trailer because you suggested watch this teaser trailer because you were like it. I love the teaser trailer, and so since then, my expectations are high. Obviously, Leonardo DiCaprio. I love Leonardo DiCaprio. Why haven't you got your Oscar yet?
Expectations for me were pretty high. I was pretty hyped for this film because, I am a fan of the people involved. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy. I'm a big fan of Inarritu. I think I've seen all of his films except one, and I just think he's such a master filmmaker.
I love this film. The reason why I love this film is because there's not a lot of storyline. You don't have to follow it. It's not a lot of following to do, which I like that because you can just cruise through the film, just loving it. The soundtrack was very good. I got to give that a listen when I get back home, somewhere on YouTube or something. The cast, the massive good cast, like DiCaprio and Tom Hardy, not
Matt Hardy. The Hardy brothers are making a version. Jeff Hardy swanton bombs off a tree.
If DiCaprio doesn't get an Oscar, I'm boycotting the award ceremony.
Right there and then.
Right there and then.
You walk out of my house, just like,
I'd walk out your house.
Done.
I'll be happy if it gets Best Picture as well. This definitely needs to get the picture. Over Mad Max. Which I can't believe I'm saying that.
You're saying that you think it deserves it over Mad Max?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That's all I'm saying. The cinematography in this was absolutely...
Emmanuel Lubezki, yeah.
The cinematography on this is probably the best I've ever seen. I'm actually saying that. I like it better than any other film. There was a lot of fantastic shots. Like this... If I shot a film, this is what it would look like. Well, I'm not saying I'm that good, but...
That's what
I prefer.
Hope to go for.
Yeah. A lot of scenery shots. Which is not, even though you used to watch the film. But I think them scenery shots probably made up half of the time of the film. Like, it really helped with the film, like, with the scenery, the score. This is probably the best, as well, speaking on the best. It's probably the best Leonardo DiCaprio film I've probably seen. Because just the way he portrayed himself, it's like when he got injured by the bear, which I'm allowed to say that because it was on IMDb.
That's the plot, yeah. The bear attack, yeah.
I truly believed that. Like, I truly believed, like, he did get attacked by a bear when it almost ripped his voice box out. But
that's also credited to the visual effects team, I think, as well.
Visual effects, I was like, that was on an Oscar nomination on the visual effects. Yeah. The story is very basic, which it's good. Like, it can be good and it can be bad. The problem is with it, not a lot of story is it can be boring, which I didn't feel it was boring. I did not feel it was boring. It just took its time and it did well, paced well.
My thoughts on The Revenant. It's one of these films that when I thinking about it more, I'm liking it better. Yeah, it's one of these films that are grown on me. Yeah. I think that this film is an extremely powerful film. Inarritu's really good at doing films like that. It's very powerful, it's intense, it's very riveting, it's beautiful. Yeah. It's a range of emotions I felt. Well, first of all, the cinematography by Emmanuel Lubezki is probably one of the best shot English-spoken films I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, English-spoken.
If not the best English-spoken shot film. Like, there were literally some shots where I'm like, how is a man holding a camera to do these shots? Like some of the waterfall shots, And like there's some moments where it's just I'm like, how are they getting this shot? And a film like movie magic like that is very rare to find these days, where you sit and you go like, how did that happen? Because with these days we got computers and got everything. There were, honest to God, there were so many moments in this film which I'm like, how did this happen? How was this shot? How were they able to do this? I would be happy, completely happy, if Lubezki won his 3rd Oscar in a row. I think this is a better shot film than Mad Max in my eyes, but I mean, not even
say that as well, actually.
Not even because I don't know, just something about like they met, the natural lighting helped.
Just the gliding of the camera.
Everything just felt so just crisp and perfect, and the long takes.
Yeah.
Especially when the bear attack scene.
Yeah.
That shot went on for a while.
And there's tense as well.
Yeah, and everything from the cinematography to the visual effects to just DiCaprio himself, the way he was just screaming and just like that felt real, and that felt like it kind of felt like I was watching a guy getting destroyed by a bear. I mean, I can see the hype for DiCaprio for this film. Like, I can see why he's the favourite. DiCaprio was very silent.
But yet it was silent, but he was also giving his body language.
It was all in the emotion.
Yeah,
it was all in the
emotion,
face. It was all.
body
It was.
language.
It was almost like a silent like a silent actor performance almost, where it's like he didn't need to say, "Ow, I'm hurting." He just needed to shiver. Like there was a moment where he just couldn't talk, and it was like, it's like I felt like DiCaprio was like they actually just filmed DiCaprio get mauled by a bear, and they actually just like they just left him, and they just had one camera guy follow him. That's what it felt like almost.
That's what it really felt like.
Tom Hardy, he was like he just felt like I really liked like the way he portrayed his character, because
definitely.
you could tell like his character was almost the character was bigging himself up and being like, I'm a tough guy, I can kill anyone and whatnot.
Yeah.
But he's really a pathetic coward. He's really a pathetic man.
Yeah.
But he's always bigging himself up like, I'm a badass and all that stuff. But you can always tell he's such a pathetic coward, and it shows in many scenarios. Where it's like you're so stupid. And the way Tom Hardy portrays him is just excellent in this film. I think all the acting was very good. I mean, Domhnall Gleeson.
Did Tom Hardy get nominated?
Yes, supporting actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Domhnall Gleeson was good. Will Poulter, who I'm not usually a fan of, he was very good.
Also, if filming actually seemed quite difficult with the camera work, and obviously you got the shaky cam, you got a lot of action pulling off. But some reason, who did the cinematography again?
Emmanuel
Lubezki. Some reason he just kept the camera rolling, glided it through, no problem.
Yeah.
Just turns now and again when somebody gets hit, comes back around, still gliding.
Dude, what about the last action scene? The last fight.
Oh yeah.
Not spoiling it, but I mean that felt like a fight.
That felt like
I was watching an actual fight happening. And the way that was shot, like how sometimes it went further away, sometimes it got really close into it, but it was always steady. I love the choice of natural lighting.
Yes.
Because it put me. It felt cinematic, but it felt not at the same time. If you know what I mean. Like the way it was gliding, that felt very cinematic, but it didn't have any flashy lights. It didn't look like very well. It felt just like sometimes where the sun was just the beams were just peering through the trees. Like it just felt it felt like something from Planet Earth, almost like a David Attenborough documentary. I mean, I honestly think this is one of the best, some of the best cinematography I've seen in a long, long time. We don't get this good cinematography in a while. I mean, like in terms this is all natural. We don't see this well shot stuff regularly.
Probably the best film I've probably seen with good cinematography is probably Prisoners.
I'm a big Hero buff.
Yeah.
I love Hero, and I love House of Flying Guys. Hero, I mean, is a work of art. Any Wes Anderson film.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of those films, I mean, I love Hero cinematography, but that's very set up type of thing. It's very production designy type of thing.
Yeah.
Most of the beauty is down to the production design, and I mean, any Wes Anderson film, that's very production design, that's very costume with really great cinematography. This film looks beautiful purely because of the cinematography. Because there were literally some shots where, like, just some scenery shots where I was just going, like, I literally just went.
There was a scene where it was like a fire.
Yeah, I was just.
And the spark, like the whatever it is,
the
flopping in the sky.
Yeah, with the trees and
the trees. And I'm like, oh my god.
The sound was very good as well. I'm not sure if just the cinema, but it's like the cinema, like if I heard someone scream and they were over there, I would hear the sound from over there. Like DiCaprio going, "Get to the boat!" I heard him from there first, and then I heard him there. When the cameras, like that was very good sound as well. The film's long and the film is quite simple in terms of what happens in it.
Yeah.
But I like how long it is because it lets you just breathe for a bit, and it lets you kind of. I mean, I felt it was very well paced. I kind of felt like it went by almost like that kind of thing. You know, I felt like the length was very important, so you felt more in DiCaprio's. Shoes, the way, you know, because he was because that was a long time for him and everything, so it's like that put you more in his position, I felt. And I mean, the director by Inarritu was excellent. He does, I mean, I love him so much because I mean I think he's definitely one of my favourite directors working today because of just how much power, like how much, like he's such a powerhouse director in terms of just. No matter what emotion he wants to convey, he will convey it and you will feel it. Usually when credits roll, people start to get up and everything. Usually when stuff starts to fade to black, that's when everyone starts sorting out their stuff, whatnot. But when the credits start rolling, everyone kind of just sat for a little while and it was just like...
We just watched the masterpiece.
Like, I was just kind of like, I know I watched something special. Like, for me, I'm like, I know I watched something special. I may not know it now, and I may not know how special it is yet. Because I've literally just seen it, and, you know, really, and special films like that do take time to breathe. Yeah. But it was literally one of those moments where I did feel like, wow, that was something else that I'm not going to say that I have never experienced before, because it was literally one of those films where I was like, this is a film that I will remember in years to come. I really don't have much negative with it. I don't. If anyone, I get if anyone doesn't like it.
Oh yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean? This is not for everyone.
I wouldn't recommend this to your father or your mum.
No, this is. I mean, there are honestly moments which I'm like, if any normal people, any mainstream person would be really bored at this moment. So guys, thank you for watching our review for The Revenant. The Alejandro Gonzales Inarritu film. What do you guys think of this film? Comment below, let us know what you think of our review. What are your opinions on Inarritu's other films? Comment below, let me know. And if you want, you can rank them all. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. And we shall see you later. And if you ever go in the woods, just, you know,
bring a shotgun or something.
Don't trust Tom Hardy. Don't aim your gun at a bear's cubs. And you know, just don't go in the woods to begin with. Just don't go in the woods to begin with. Unless if you really want, unless if you're having this big mission or whatnot. Anyway, see ya.